We back in the building. We back in the building. Y'all already know what to do, man. Smash that like button once y'all come in the building. Share the video, subscribe if you haven't. I don't know what y'all really waiting on, to be honest. Make sure you smash that like button. Do me that favor, because we got to talk about Drizzy Drake. Yeah, that guy from Toronto. Drake. You remember that guy, Drake? Yeah, that dude right there. Well, we got a little issue here. I know there's a lot of Drake fans out there. No, that's my dude and this and that with the female. I love Drake. Y'all know how y'all be tripping off this, Canadian dude, whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever. But see, my thing is, people try to put him in the category of the top, of the legends, of the GOATs of hip-hop. See, and one thing, I respect Drake music. Music is a little different. Sometimes the person that writes your rhymes, now I'm going to sit back and we're going to wait on this. Let this marinate in your brain, what I'm about to tell y'all. The person that write them rhymes sometimes don't match the voice. They can't make a hit, but they very good at writing rhymes. They very good at writing songs. It's a lot of ghostwriters out there. And sometimes you need a voice to make up for the rhymes that you actually wrote for that individual. Sometimes the voice match the beat and match the music and get you that little bop. That's something that Drake been doing for the last goddamn 15 years here. And I never consider him as a top GOAT. He never wrote his rhymes. A lot of his hits, he allegedly want to say he wrote them. Some people saying that some people lie, Nicki Minaj, oh yeah, he wrote his rhyme. No, he don't. Because obviously Lil Wayne's son, right? I guess he was interviewed with somebody. And I know people can be like, nah, but he was a kid, this and that. Let me tell you something. This is Lil Wayne, I think his oldest son, if I'm mistaken. And obviously he said that, yeah, my dad is the best out of them too. And he wrote damn near all his rhymes. And so my question to y'all on this video, which we about to go to the clips and everything. My question to y'all, should rappers that don't write their rhymes and they got a lot of hits, a lot of single hits, a lot of good albums and all, should they be considered a GOAT if you don't write your own rhymes? Or write at least 90, 85% of your rhymes you don't write? You should be considered a GOAT. See, I come from an era where all these dudes wrote their rhymes. The Tupacs, the Nas, the Jay-Z, before he stopped writing his rhymes, started memorizing the shit. Biggie. All the greats from back in the days, they wrote their shit in that pen and that pad, man. They put it down. Do y'all consider him a GOAT on that level? We got to talk about this. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video. Let's get this show started. Yo. If they know, they know. We back in the building. Smash that thumbs up. It ain't going to hurt your feelings. That junk is free. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because I don't know what you're waiting on, to be honest. Share this video. Keep that bell on, that notification bell, so you know when I'm dropping my video. And shout out to Team Smoke. Shout out to Smoke. Shout out to Team Smoke. Smoke Gang. Shout out to everybody that's supporting the channel. Now, if you want to donate, Cash App is in the band. You can also donate by the thank button on the channel. Let's get this copyright out the way. Copyright fair use disclaimer. You can find it in my description on my channel. Everything that I speak on over here, absolutely for educational and entertainment purpose. Again, copyright fair use disclaimer. You can find it in my description on my channel. Everything that I speak on over here is for educational and entertainment purpose. The clips and videos I play also owned by the original creators. So if y'all don't know what's going on, we're going to get to the clip where his son is actually talking. Now, this Lil Wayne's son. And y'all see that, you see what they obviously said. My dad wrote most of Drake's shit. If it wasn't for my pops, there wouldn't be no Drake. I kind of agree with him on that. Because when I break this down to y'all right quick, Lil Wayne seen something. We really never had a white rapper. Nah, Smoke, Drake half black. All right, we know that. But, Drake is white, Jewish, and all that. All right, I mean, nothing wrong with that. His father's black, whatever. But, like I always tell y'all in my videos, in that industry, that kind of give you a little bit of pass. Being what Drake was. He looked mixed, but y'all know what I'm coming with this. Nah, Smoke, you reaching. Nah, come on, now, listen. Nah, we not doing that. That shit does get you a pass. Don't it get you a pass sometimes in the outside world when you go for a 9 to 5? One of our brothers, we go to fill out an act. Caucasian person fill out an act, who get the job first, obviously, sometimes. Not saying all the time, but y'all get what I'm saying. I'm just trying to do a little bit of comparison. For the outside world that we live in, the same thing goes on in the industry. They needed somebody like a Drake. And he came out the perfect time. Lil Wayne seen that, took off. Lil Wayne was building Young Money up. Remember, Lil Wayne got Drake and everybody when he was just starting Young Money. So you need that nigga, that little spotlight girl's gonna go crazy. He already got him in Canada. He was on a TV show. He's already TV show famous, meaning Drake. So you already got the audience in Canada. So I'm Lil Wayne. I'm trying to build this Young Money record deal up. Oh, bingo. You send me that nigga music? Hold up. He got a little voice and all this. He got little ladies like him up there in Canada. He a little actor. Lil Wayne gonna tell you this himself. You just gotta read between the lines. So when Lil Wayne's son said that Lil Wayne actually wrote most of his rhymes, I could believe that. Lil Wayne was a hell of a writer. They've been writing since he was a goddamn kid. I sit back and wait on that. If y'all Cash Money fans out there, Lil Wayne fans. Let's get to the clip with Lil Wayne, those son, talking about this, though. Then we're going to get to some more. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video.
Better, Lil Wayne or Drake?
Lil Wayne. My dad wrote most of the shit. So, I mean, on God, like, if it wasn't for my pops, then it wouldn't be no Drake. Like, for real. I mean, it probably would be a Drake, but he wouldn't be where he at now.
No, that's completely 100% true. But I feel like there's a little debate.
You heard him? Nah, Smoke, come on. We all know Drake don't write his goddamn rhymes. Why are we putting that nigga up there with the GOAT? Why are we saying, yo, Drake is the one of the best in our era? No, he ain't. He made good music. He make good music for the females and all that shit. Not all that music be for the streets and for we can't relate to. We can't get jiggy with that shit is what I'm trying to say here. All right, my street niggas. This is a question for my street niggas right here. All my corner boys, project niggas, and all that out there in the world. I'm gonna ask y'all niggas one question. Y'all niggas bumping that shit in y'all projects in y'all corners? That Drake? What y'all gonna bring up? 1 or 2 songs from a mixtape or something like that? Come on, that you can't compare 1 to 3 songs compared to all the goddamn songs he made. Now you go to Lil Wayne now. It's a lot of us bump Lil Wayne music out there in them corners in them streets. We all bump that nigga in the car, all that. Listen, let me tell y'all something. 90%, 95% of niggas that come from the corners and from them projects ain't bumping no goddamn Drake in their cars. The only time they bumping that shit and getting jiggy with that type of shit is with their baby moms, wife, female, anybody in the car that, oh yeah, put on that Drake. Those are the ones that's gonna hear the music. Now I wanna hear that shit, but the female making you put that shit on. You know why? Nigga, that's wife. You trying to get in that poon if it's a date, nigga. You trying to, I mean, so you gonna do whatever the wifey said. Play that Drake. You gonna play that Drake, nigga. I sit back and wait on that. If I'm lying, fellas that come from that life, corners, projects, whatever you want to call it, is y'all niggas bumping Drake while y'all niggas in the hood spinning and all that shit? Y'all niggas bumping Drake after y'all about to spin the block to all to my YNs, to my young niggas? It's a question for y'all niggas also. Y'all niggas bumping Drake before y'all go spin that block? Hell no, y'all ain't. I sit back and wait on that, man. So that nigga is not considered one of, man, listen, Lil Durk, man, you better put that Lil Durk will go over that nigga, that part. What we talk, at least Lil Durk write his own shit. Lil Durk give you the good music for the females and all this, All My Life with J. Cole, and he can mix it up with that spinning around the block, nigga, drill music. Lil Durk is he's very, you know what I mean? He could go all over with his music, is what I'm trying to say. Drake can't do that shit. Drake can't make no gangster music, make y'all niggas want to go spin a block or some hustling music, make y'all niggas want to go get that money. He don't got that type of music. You nigga got that love music, nigga. Lil Wayne seen that, so I'm tired of people putting this nigga in the category with the GOAT. No, he ain't. There's other better rappers in our era that in this era, if y'all want to say Drake is in this era, there's other way better rappers than him, man. Nah, but Smoke, he sell platinum albums, this and that. Of course, the ladies love him. When you get all the ladies, when most of your audience is 90% of ladies that love you, okay, let's go down a little bit, pause. Let's go to 85% to 80%. Most of your fans are ladies. And the rest is regular niggas, I guess, if you want to say that. Because like I said, there ain't no corner boys project niggas bumping that shit every day in their vehicles. They're not. They just not. And I don't care what nobody say, because I ain't never hear that shit on the highway. I don't even hear his music in New York. You can ride through Times Square right now. You ain't gonna hear no Drake. Stop putting that man in that top 5. Number 1, he don't write his goddamn rhymes. Number 2, this nigga from Toronto, nothing wrong with that. Free my nigga Tory Lanez. At least Tory Lanez write his rhymes, make his beats. Tory Lanez do a lot of shit. Very talented. Am I lying? I sit back and wait on that. Ain't Tory Lanez talented? Exactly. Drake ain't doing what Tory do. Drake is an actor. He's very good at what he doing, acting. So he brought that acting shit to the hip hop. He act his whole goddamn career. Am I lying? Look at the Kendrick beef. He didn't even know how to take that shit. That's real hip hop right there. That nigga didn't even know how to go back with. Come on, man. Kendrick destroyed that nigga. That's the type of competitive that we like. Niggas that write them rhymes. Kendrick Lamar. Switch it up. Going after the nigga on Not Like Us and all this. Exposing them allegedly on a Not Like Us diss track. Those that competitive sport. What Drake do? Oh, I'm gonna go sue the label. They letting them destroy me. Y'all forgot about all that. Drake was suing Kendrick label, saying that they doing this and doing this, favoritizing on Kendrick more than Drake. Y'all remember Drake was doing all this lawsuit shit trying to do? That's not hip hop. That's not competitive. But it's okay for you to get at niggas and do what you do. We gonna get to a Joe Budden clip. Shout out to Joe. When he spoke about that. It's okay when you do it, but it's wrong when other niggas do it when they bark at you and start dissing you though. That's not hip hop. We don't come from that era. We come from the era where them niggas like the Tupac, the Biggies, all these, the Nas and all this. I mean, niggas go, oh, that nigga said what? Oh, let me go to the studio, go drop this shit right quick on this nigga. Boom, 2-3 days later, the nigga dropped the whole diss track. He right back at it. They going back and forth on wax, on the records. That's the shit we grew up on. That's real hip hop. Don't bring the violence, because we seen that with the Tupac and the Biggie with the West Coast and the East Coast bullshit that they did. But we love it when it's competitive on wax. That nigga wasn't competitive going against Kendrick Lamar, and I don't care what nobody said. Come on, stop putting that man in the top 5, top 10 categories of them GOATs, man. That nigga not even in the top 15, top 20. I know some ladies, Smoke, you're wrong. You're wrong, Smoke. That's my guy. Okay, he make good music for y'all ladies, man. Nothing wrong with that. Y'all can get jiggy with that shit. I can't get jiggy with his music all the time. I can't relate to it. Too emotional, too depressed, I ain't got time for that shit. I want to hear some shit you get money, and knowledge, and listen, and try to, know what I mean, shit that's going to build your brain, not no lover boy shit. I ain't got time for that. Love ain't gonna bring you money. That part, I sit back and wait. Go feed on love if you want. See how you're gonna end up or somewhere in the goddamn street somewhere. Love don't bring money. Let me repeat that again. You sit back on love and all that. Oh, I love my boo, this and that. I love her. To all my young niggas. Don't be crashing out for that love, champs. When you go to jail for life, she move on in life. When you go to jail, nigga, she's moving on. Don't crash out for love. Get to the bag. You're gonna feel very great because when she do this, you like, all right, whatever. I go find another one. Am I lying? I sit back and wait. Love will make you crash out to the women's too. Don't be crashing out for niggas that can't supply, that can't do nothing for y'all. Love don't pay y'all bills, sweethearts. Y'all know that shit, ladies. Y'all keep letting them niggas lay up in y'all crib if y'all want. Y'all, oh, I love this nigga, but you really don't. It's a comfortability. One thing I learned, love without responsibility is the greatest goddamn feeling you could ever have. Let me repeat myself before we get to these other clips. Love without responsibility is the greatest feeling. To the ladies, what you mean, Smoke? To the fellas, hold on, Smoke, what you talking about? Let me repeat myself. Love without responsibility is the greatest feeling. Let me paint a picture for y'all right quick. Y'all know how y'all in little relationships? Ladies and males. Y'all been in a relationship about 10 years, 5 years, all that. You know, it get a little toxic when you start having kids and all this. I'm listening. I'm listening. Y'all know y'all gonna feel this when I tell y'all this, Paul. Y'all end up meeting a side nigga. To the ladies, going out on the weekend with him. You know, he don't pay your bills. He ain't sharing the bills that you got at your crib with your baby father or your husband or your boyfriend, whatever category y'all at. Y'all sharing bills. whatever situation that you got going over there, or even you paying the more bills than him. But that nigga you go out on the weekends with, you go out, I have a drink, I party and all this, that shit, the third. That's love without responsibility. He's not paying your bills, so you're gonna have the greatest feeling. It's vice versa when a nigga meet a female side chick and he meet her, go out on the weekends. She not helping him with the bills at home, so it's all kumbaya and fun on the weekends. That's love without responsibility. And if that shit continue throughout the months, you end up eventually falling in love with your side chick, or the ladies fall in love with your side niggas. And I'm lying, I'll sit back and wait on that. I call that love without responsibility. It's the greatest effing feeling. Sometimes when you connect, whatever, and all this, it works out sometimes if you connect with your side nigga and y'all got a little future together, but that percentage is very low. Not all side niggas and side chicks, when y'all end up connecting with the person y'all connect with, and now y'all doing a full responsibility of family and love, and now you got to share bills and all that together. There ain't no more just on the weekends and y'all gossiping about y'all spouse and all that, and y'all having crazy fun, love without responsibility. That's the greatest feeling in the goddamn world, fellas. But see, this is what I tell y'all. Don't crash out for that. Don't crash out for the love. Get to the money. Let's continue with this, though. Stop comparing this lover boy-ass music nigga in the top 10, top 20 of hip-hop, because he's not. He don't even write his own goddamn rhymes. Oh, yeah, I'm going in on this video. I had to, because I'm tired of this nigga being considered a gold. Let's continue, though. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, it works for Jay, and it works for Wayne.
Now peep this out, what he's saying right here.
Yeah, it works for Jay, and it works for Wayne. But that's the thing, like, it shouldn't be your tagline. Like, I don't even write. Well, like, if it's not quality product, who cares? We can tell, you know, like, it's like, you know, it maybe if you took the time to write, your shit would be a little better. You know what I'm saying? So it's funny that Hov made that joke, because it's like, you know, sometimes I feel like people almost pride themselves on that and kind of look at me funny when I pull out my phone and start writing. Like, you write, you know, like what? But I mean, to each their own. And, you know, you got to do what works for you. It's a creative process, man. That's what it's about. You know, it's an individual creative process. It shouldn't be about, there's no standard. Like, you don't have to not write to be a good rapper.
Well, some people gonna say, nah, you got the video confused. He's talking about he don't write. He got it in his head. No, he don't. Other people write for that nigga. That nigga pull out the BlackBerry and all. People write for him. That shit already been out there. Stop putting this nigga in the top 20 of hip hop goats, man. Stop it already. Let's continue though, cause we ain't done.
Wayne believed in me before anybody else. Wayne was the first person to fly me out, first person to take an interest in my music. And you know, with that being said, I'm a strong believer in karma, and I believe that, you know, when someone puts forth something like that for you, it's only right, man. Not only that, but I love Wayne to death. You know, that's my brother. I love Baby. I love Slim. So, I mean, it just felt right. I figured, like, man, let's do it. You know, Wayne was so passionate about this Young Money thing, wanting to get Young Money off the ground and prove to people that, you know, not only is he a phenomenal artist himself, but he has an eye and ear for what's next. And I was like, man, you know, I'd be honored to do it with you. So
now y'all gonna see why Lil Wayne actually signed this nigga. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video, do me that favor. That junk ain't hurt your feelings or cause you. Smash that like button, do me that favor. Now y'all gonna see Lil Wayne. This is, I'm gonna play a part. Lil Wayne say, yeah, you know, I heard his music. You know, I mean, he was an actor, all that. He's seen the future. Why not get somebody like that from Canada that really got an acting fan base from the females off his TV show that he came from? All y'all know the TV show he come from when he was on that wheelchair and all that shit, whatever. He really got a fan base off that. Lil Wayne at the time was just building Young Money, is what I'm trying to paint a picture for y'all. Image, sex appeal, style, influence, entertaining the audience, all that shit matters. And how you, all that, from both from female and males. It ain't all about the lyrics in hip hop and R&B. Why you think we hear some people like, yo, that person can't even sing? How the hell she blow up so much? Because of sex appeal. She entertaining. She can influence the world. What she do? She'll put on a Louis dress, whatever. The whole world wearing a Louis dress. That's the type of shit that the world, that industry likes. Why you think of Rihanna blew up so much? Everybody love it. Even though Rihanna ain't the best singer. We all know that. Hip hop, same thing. A lot of people blew up in hip hop. That's not even nice on them bars. But they could influence the world. They could get in them kids' brains of what that's what the industry alleged. Everything I speak on is alleged. It could be negative and positive though. It ain't all about your skill sets. You could be the hottest rapper in the industry, and you wonder why you ain't selling all this. Maybe it's because your sex appeal, your image, or they can't sell you the way they want to. That all that shit matters in that industry. It ain't all about your skills. It's not. That shit goes on in the sports world also. It goes on in every industry. It's all about this, people, is what I'm trying to explain. It's all about the money. So that they can see your image and they can sit back and be like, you know what? Like Lil Wayne did with Drake. I could do something with this right here. Pause. Might could get the ladies, let's get the ladies fan base first to see how they like them on this hip hop world. And that's what they did. Dressed him up like a little gangster. Go back and look at the Young Money videos and all that. I'm trying to explain to y'all. They threw the bandana on this nigga, made him look like more hip hop and all. Young Money did that shit. Birdman or Lil Wayne, they all did that shit. Go back to old Drake before he landed with Young Money, and y'all will see what the hell I'm talking about. Y'all will understand. Look at his fashion. Look at the way he was looking. But they seen something, and they took a chance, and obviously that shit popped. Because this nigga got 95% of the female fan base that rock with him. You don't need fellas. The ladies gonna support you more, that part. And I sit back and wait on that. And that's what Lil Wayne found. But let's continue though. Let's see what Lil Wayne had to say when he first met Drake.
Drizzy always was just a knockout from the door. You know, it was just everything, plain and simple. When he was introduced to me, and I was like, okay, what does this kid do? Well, let me hear it again. And I was like, oh, who that is on the hook? Like, that's him too.
Yeah.
You know, you go to hearing the rap, like he's spitting. You know, I'm like, and then when you go to hearing the hook, like the hook, cold. Who that is singing the hook? Like, oh, that was him too. Yeah. And that's when I was like, that was him too. You know. And I was like, well, let me see the little homie. And when I saw him, you know what I mean? When I saw him, I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, where you from? Canada. Like, Canada? You know what I mean? It was like, he was also on the TV show when he was younger, so a few people may know him from that.
Degrassi, yeah.
I was like, what? I was like, well, he got a lot going for him, you know? And I was like, I'm honored for him to even choose me as an option. This kid could go, you know, is speaking in other terms, this kid don't have to sign with the Saints, he could go with the Patriots, you know, that type of thing.
I sit back, I wait. Shout out to Wayne for seeing that future. Shout out to Wayne for sitting back like, I see something. I'm gonna make this nigga a star. I'm gonna make him a star. And Lil Wayne obviously did that. I don't care what nobody said. Nah, Drake writes. Listen, I'm not saying Drake don't write some of his shit. Drake probably do write some. But I'm gonna keep it real. I believe it's 95. Listen, he write 10% of his rhymes, 90% somebody's helping him. He got a ghostwriter throughout his whole career. He had his ghostwriter, and his first ghostwriting was Lil Wayne. When he went off by himself and did his own thing as independent, that's when we found out about the ghostwriting dude when Meek Mill put him out there, and you know what I mean, when him and Meek was going, now I mean, but his first ghostwriter that blew him up, I sit back, it was Lil Wayne. He turned that nigga he put a whole costume over that nigga. Listen, this is your whole new image, nigga. Boom, nigga. You're gonna be a light-skinned Young Money, a little thug nigga, nigga. We gonna see how the fan base like you. They love that nigga. The females loved him. He's singing on hooks, he's rapping. They love Wayne seen that shit. If you could sing on hooks and rap, and if I could write some rhymes for you, that's gonna hit some people, pause, that's gonna, know what I mean, that's gonna stand out them bars. Or we got something going on over here with this light-skinned nigga that's coming out of Canada. This is something new that these people they never see before. We never had a Canadian rapper. Y'all gotta remember that, besides him and Tory Lanez, that really smashed this, know what I mean, hip-hop game that's in America. That's over here in our country. I sit back and wait. Let's continue. But y'all remember when Drake was in the studio with Phone Flex years ago? Y'all gonna go to YouTube and check this out when he pulled out the BlackBerry because he forgot his freestyle rhymes and all that shit. Well, remember Phone Flex spoke about this a long time. I just want to remind y'all. Peep this out.
I'll tell you a story today I never told nobody. Y'all ready? You know that freestyle where Drake's reading off the BlackBerry? Me and Drake, we practiced that verse in the room already. He didn't need the BlackBerry because we practiced it in the room first with no BlackBerry. So when the camera came out, he pulled out the BlackBerry. You want to know why? Because as a rapper, if you look at a guy with a BlackBerry, you go, oh, he must have wrote those words. He already knew the words when me and him were practicing in the room. Think about that, what he's putting forward. Oh, the camera's out? Let me show you this BlackBerry as if I wrote these rhymes. He didn't fucking write those freestyle rhymes on my show. I know he didn't write it. He memorized. I'm going to tell you.
Y'all remember that? When he pulled out the BlackBerry, he's like, yeah, Flex, and he forgot his rhymes. Somebody handed him a BlackBerry. Go to YouTube, TikTok, whatever. They show you that shit old. It's still up. And he started rapping. That's when him and Flex started beefing. Flex got tired. Y'all remember him and Flex started beefing. Flex got tired. Was like, yo, I'm tired of y'all niggas putting this nigga in the top like a GOAT. He's not a GOAT. I feel the same way. He's not a GOAT. You got to separate this nigga from the GOATs that wrote them rhymes, that grind up from hip-hop, that started hip-hop, that worked their ass off, pause, that gave us some great bars. Tupac. Nah, I mean, down south. I mean, come on, man. List goes on. Cash Money niggas down there writing rhymes, No Limit down there. Come on, man. You got to give these people credit. You got the Jay-Z's, the Nas, and the Tupacs, and all this. Even Nick. Rest in peace to my boy Nick. Nick wrote his own shit. That part. What are we talking about? Nick didn't respect niggas. They ain't write their rhymes. He said the same shit. Real rappers, all y'all rappers out there, local, whatever, I mean industry rappers, whoever watching this video, y'all know goddamn well y'all agree with me on that. If y'all niggas write y'all rhymes and y'all grinding down there trying to make hits and all this, sweating down there, you overnight shift, arguing with baby moms, think about that shit, arguing with baby moms because you trying to chase your dream, you giving us bars and shit, you giving us hot lines on your, come on. And you got a nigga like this that don't write shit, and you could, and they put him in the GOAT category, man, y'all done lost y'all rabbit ass mind, man. Come, I can't rock with that. I can't even get jiggy with this. I can't even get jiggy with this nigga music half of the time. There's only certain music that's like that. I mean, club type shit. If you in a spot, whatever, little lounge or club, you might know what I mean, bop a little bit off that Drake, but not too much. Like I said, hood niggas ain't riding around bumping that shit. The YN niggas ain't spinning the block after they done spent the block, listen to some Drake. Nah, nigga, that's for lover boy shit. Nothing wrong with that, though. That's good music. When you with your wifey and all that. Remember, he stole Soulja Boy style, too, once upon a time. This nigga stole so many people's style, it's ridiculous, man. Y'all forgot about this part with Soulja?
He big with Drake, the biggest rapper in the world.
Drake? Drake? The nigga that got bodied by Pusha T? The nigga that hiding his kid from the world, but his world wanna hide from the kid? Aubrey Graham in a wheelchair? Drake?
Yes!
Y'all niggas better stop playing with me. Y'all talking about the light-skinned nigga from DeGeneres?
From Toronto.
Yo, stop playing with me.
From where?
The grassy.
Stop playing with me like I ain't teach Drake everything he know.
Hold on, you taught Drake everything he know.
Y'all didn't hear Drake on his first song? Tell me what's really going on. Drizzy Drake back in this thing already. That's Soulja.
Shit.
That's my bar.
Shit.
He copied my whole fucking flow.
That gets me through the phone.
He copied my whole fucking flow. Word for word, bar for bar. Don't act like I didn't make Drake, nigga. Don't do that.
Mind fucking blown.
Don't do that, nigga. I was son niggas in a heartbeat.
Soulja Boy Ben said that Drake stole his style. Go to Soulja Boy old song, Kiss Me Through the Phone, certain bars. Drake stole so many people bars, lines and all that. Man, listen, it's ridiculous, man. That's what I had to make this video. Like, yo, Lil Wayne's son he said that, man. That nigga wouldn't be nothing was for my dad. Then he had to backtrack a little bit. Lil Wayne's son was like, nah, he might have been something, but not who he is. Absolutely. Lil Wayne put that whole costume over that nigga. Now you Drake, nigga, here, nigga, we gonna throw some baggy jeans, throw that little red flag on you. You gonna roll with Young Money. We need a little nigga like you that know how to sing and rap, and we're gonna see how the females feel about you. Now, if you take off, we got a success over here, and lucky they did. Why you think nobody else in Young Money blew up but him and Nicki? I sit back and wait on that. Remember when Joe Budden screamed on this nigga and said, only you be barking at niggas baby bombs and doing this? But like I said, when niggas bark at Drake, when you get at people, it's cool, but when they do it, it ain't. Reason why you're in the industry is because, let's get to Joe Budden.
First time facing adversity in 15 years. And so now we see what he's doing at the face of adversity.
Or he's a selfish, lying, manipulative sack of who has made enemies for 15 years, and now we're here at the boiling point.
They both could be true.
You've been behind the scenes being the biggest sack of you can possibly be. I'm not here to play games with you. Know what it is out there. That's it. And he's white. And he's Jewish. And he had too much dip on his chip. You have been behind the scenes, hitting baby moms, sending money to baby. Yo, dog, you've been back and sending messages to this wife.
This is his first time.
That's when he went off on a nigga when he started suing Kendrick Lamar and all that. Where they do that in hip hop. Y'all remember that? See, I gotta remind y'all a little bit what Drake did some petty, lame shit when he was beefing with Kendrick. Started suing the label. Oh, they favor him more, this and that. But you nigga, like Joe said, all that slime ball shit, allegedly, that you be doing behind the scenes with niggas' wives in the industry, I guess, and the athletes and all this shit. It's okay when you do it. It's okay when the Canadian nigga do it. But when niggas do it at you, pause, it's a problem, though. It's cool when he do it. It's a problem when they do it, though, right? I don't agree with that. So before I get out of here, this nigga never wrote his rhymes. Lil Wayne seen something in him. Pop with the nigga. Obviously, pop with him because most of his audience are female fan bases. Nothing wrong with that because that's what you want in that industry. They're going to support you through the lifetime. Think about the niggas that just got hood nigga fan base and all this, that shit. They only got one single in the club. It's not too many niggas their career going to continue. You got to have both. You got to have the females and the males. You got to have both genders for your career to continue. If not, nigga, you better have all niggas from different categories. Hood niggas, lane, legit niggas, working niggas, all types of people. But you have to have them females also. That's something that Drake actually caught in his early career. But you have to give all the credit to Lil Wayne. That's why I say that Lil Wayne deserves more credit than the credit that these people are giving Drake. Lil Wayne, the one that made Drake the what he is. Lil Wayne switched his style. Lil Wayne wrote damn near probably 90% or 85% of his rhymes through his careers when he was with Young Money. Not saying through his whole career because remember, they separated. Drake went on to be independent. Nicki went on to be independent. But while he was with Young Money, that was Lil Wayne work. Lil Wayne is a writing master. Come on, this kid been writing since he was 8, 9 years old. Let's not forget about that. That's a little OG in hip hop. Shout out to Lil Weezy. I grew up off his music, Cash Money and all them days. You know what I mean? Hot Boys. Come on, let's not go back in memory lane. Little kid been writing since he was 8. That pen game is crazy. Pause. He made Drake. He put the whole costume on this nigga and took a chance on him, and that shit popped. Because Wayne knew. He already got a TV fan base in Canada. Some American people probably watching that and all this. Niggas wasn't in tune with his TV show over here, but some people were. So he already had that fan base. You heard the interview when Wayne said he already got shit going on early. Only thing you missing now is a little Know what I mean? Let me throw this costume on you and give you a couple bars, and we're gonna see how this shit work out, and you're gonna be the leader of this Young Money shit. Take off with me. And that's exactly what happened. It was Lil Wayne and Drake that took off on that Young Money, and then Nicki Minaj was right there with them. Everybody else in Young Money besides Tiger ain't do too well. Tiger, another one who did okay, but he ain't doing Drake numbers. He ain't doing Nicki numbers. Come on now. Let's stop. Let's cut it out over here, man. Drake, get him out that category as the GOAT. Never wrote his rhymes. I don't rock with that. I just don't. Give Lil Wayne the most credit over Drake's career because he had to. He started that shit. He put the whole costume on that nigga. Got him looking like a whole different person. That part, I slid back. I'm out of here, man. Make sure y'all commenting below, give me your opinion about Drake being a GOAT. Or do y'all believe Drake wrote 99% of his rhymes, whatever? I mean, do y'all believe that? Y'all tell me. I want to hear y'all opinion on this. Till then, to the next video. I'm up out of here, man. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Smoke News TV. Y'all know what to do, man. Smash that like, subscribe, and shit, man. Salute, gang. I'm out of here.